YouTube channel. My name is Ioana. I'm an interpreter and a polyglot, and really shocked by behavior of this company called Argentum Translations. And I'm gonna share my interactions with this company, which started on September 13. The company contacted me and write me an email requesting a training for cultural awareness, at least 1 hour long. The time that they provide 4 week, and the payment they offer was $300. So in order to create 1 hour of slides, they wanted a video slides to write everything down. The requirements were specific on the video result that they wanted. They offer 4 weeks. I went ahead and I did made a research on how much this job costs, or how much normally people charge for 1 hour of personalized training. And the money, the online search said between $5,000 and $20,000. Actually, a lot of people charge way more than that, but I'm talking about the lower range of payment. I decided to take this project because, as you knew, I was in a legal process with TransPerfect or whatnot. I haven't been paid, and I thought would be interesting to do. But I requested this company Argentum to pay me $650, where I estimated to eventually invest about 10 hours in this cultural awareness training. Well, I don't know where Argentum come from and what kind of content they create and how fast they are. I believe that I'm very multifunctional. I'm a person who is a very I would not say hardworking, I would say person who is very effective. Me, that I'm very effective person so far, until this situation happened with this company. I work on this project. Anyways, the company ghosted me after my request. Instead of responding, I was ghosted shortly after September 13. And after about 10 days, on September 25th, the same company contacted me with the good news, telling me that they're willing to, hi, Mikhail. I was informed that they were ready to pay me $650. I knew that $650 is not gonna pay me for the time that I'm gonna put to develop this. But I decided to do it. And I started working. I did create this training indeed, and I am going to share it here on YouTube, guys. It came out amazing training, and despite how disrespectfully the comments of this company are, they're commenting under this video right now some extreme profanity and vulgarities. It's still I still created an amazing cultural awareness training that you are going to be able to see it soon on this channel. I work for about 7 more hours today, and I'm still not done. I hope to finally finish this project tomorrow. I believe it can very beautiful, and despite how disrespectful and nasty these people are, and despite the comments that you guys put right now under this video, I can see them. I still feel grateful because I was inspired to create something amazing. And you're gonna be able to see this amazing training for free on my YouTube channel. Said that, I'm going to continue sharing the story with this amazing company and their way of being professional. Please avoid sending me any further denigratory or bully comments. I'm gonna block you immediately after this video. Also, YouTube is gonna ban you, so please don't do that. This is not respectful. Said that, So I agreed to do it, as I said, because I am a passionate traveler, and I thought it would be amazing. Uh, I said to the company that I work for 60 hours. The truth is that I spend way more. I interview four people from America, different ages, to go ahead and find out what American culture consider appropriate. It came out very interesting and very unusual. I go ahead and also interview people from 10 other countries. That was a journey. Each interview took about an hour and a half. And after this happened, I created this extremely interesting training talking about what is appropriate in USA, what is appropriate in another countries. I also interview a lot of Latinos like you guys that sending me these bullying comments right now. And for my surprise, for Latino culture, it's very common to insult ladies. And if any of you read that insults, I'm apologizing. These guys that writing this are obviously lacking of education. They're lacking of basic manners, and they're probably from some very small village where nobody told them how to express their feelings, their frustrations, and whatever is going on with them. So on October 9th, I shared the slides, about 110 slides. It took so long to create those slides with the company and request them if they want to remove anything. And the company spent about 5 hours to read these slides. Well, the word format of this document is exactly 40 pages. So I was a little bit puzzled why the company took so long on the slides that I created. There was a lot of pictures, there was a lot of spaces there that you could have just read it like for an hour or so. But this company spent 4 hours there, and I was kind of surprised what they're doing for so long. But anyways, I let them do their part. And this is after they spent about 5 hours is exactly what they spent in the slides. I received this email, and I'm going to read you exactly what the email said. Hello, Joanna. As you have may seen this week, the news this week in North Carolina, there is impacted by Hurricane Helen, and the county now is putting projects on hold or canceling them as they are focusing all their funds and efforts on emergency services and support for the community. This project has been put on hold. We are very hopeful that we will resume it, and we would like to pay you for half of this project now, and then the other half if the project is reassumed in the future. At this point, they are not able to give us estimate deadline. They have closed their offices to focus on disasters. Well, I don't know where this company is. There are so many hurricanes happening every day in America. There was a hurricane before this company contacted me. So it seems like they had internet, everything was functioning. But one thing that puzzled me about this email is the fact that when you bid to do those trainings with the government, with the counties, they don't just tell you do it, we may pay you. There is a contractual agreement between the government and the provider, if in this case is a smaller company, where it's stipulated the service request and how much money the person or the company is going to receive, also cancellation. There is no such a clausula in the governmental contract when the contract starts to stop suddenly pay you. Also, the amounts that those trainings are paid are nothing to do with $600. The numbers are big there. So reading that, you can imagine my frustration and my, how to say, I was stunned. I was shocked by the arrogance of this company, having in mind that I have not asked nearly amount close to what I know this company is going to receive for my job. So I respond to this company the segment. Um, their Argentum team. So obviously I understood that the company went ahead and copied the slide. There is no other explanation of this sudden change of mind. They got the job. I did the whole research. I did everything, and then they suddenly decide to do this. So what I send is this. I sent a few emails, in one of them which I said that I understand that the company went ahead. I will read you this short email. Okay, sorry. No, I haven't printed it. So I sent one email saying to the company that if I go ahead and I sue them for breaking the contract in the middle, because I already put more than 10 hours, I put 60 hours and more, I am sure that I am going to win this contract in court, because the matter of the fact is that if I make the same request to 10 other companies to create a personalized videos for me, I know that the price wouldn't be $600, it would be at least few thousand. So for me to go to court and simply win that case wouldn't be difficult. The truth is that I didn't want to go to court. I didn't want to deal with this company, honestly. I don't want to deal with people who lack of education and appreciation. So for my own surprises, I said I can do this, and I know that if I do it, I'm gonna win the case in court. And then instead of suing them, I was thinking maybe I should just go ahead and publish the slides with the name of this company, so to make sure they can't use it, because this is my copyrights, right? And then I respond, that it's obviously that they copied the slides and they can make their own recordings. I put so many work to do this research. I mean, I deserve to be acknowledged for that, correct? I mean, I understand that now that they have the research, they can simply record it and pretend that they create this training. Uh, and and the reason that I agreed to do it is because I wanted to promote my YouTube channel, out of the fact that yes, I have not had money, but from the moment that they contacted me until now, I was able to get paid, and so on and so on. So said that, and I do love this type of topics, by the way. And I did create this training, and I am gonna work another 5 or 6 hours tomorrow, and I am gonna start recording it and sharing it with you guys on YouTube. Um, and so, for my surprise, when I stated that I'm gonna share my experience online, which obviously I did have no intention of doing, because I don't want to deal with morons with excuses. I don't want to deal with people who are arrogant, and I don't want to deal with all that. That's the truth. People who are not working to create a training, and they believe that you can create 1 hour training slides and video in 10 hours are probably a little bit delusional in this belief. But I am free. I am allowing them freely to create their own trainings for this time of hours. I know how much it takes to create a good training. So said that, I was thinking I'm just gonna drop these guys. I'm not gonna deal with them. And to my surprise, they requested me for my invoice. While I was typing the invoice, I received 4 or 5 pinning emails, one after another. We are ready to pay you. Send us your invoice right now, because I'm gonna leave the office. Yari, yari, yari. And if you don't send me your method. So they were kind of stressing me and hurrying me to pay me this 1/20th of the value of the job that I did. Once again, I didn't understand why. Like, where was the hurt? Like, this hurry of this behavior. It was very strange. So I provided my payment method, and for my surprise, the company paid me immediately. Um, which was very strange. If you didn't have money and there was still time by contract for you to pay me in the end of the month or whatnot, you could have waited. I just couldn't understand that hurry of them paying me while manipulating me with the hurricane and trying to pay me less once they obviously copy the slides or whatnot. It was very strange. So I was kind of in shock. And I was feeling kind of sad yesterday. I was feeling like really down. I was thinking maybe this was true what they said. I just didn't understand if they didn't have money, why they pay me so fast. Also, I didn't understand why didn't they ask me to finish this training. They could still sell it and resell it. I understand that they were going to sell it on their website. Not only I send them the website, but I send them the summary of the training on a PDF and email. So I was thinking, you guys pay me, why not conclude the project? I was feeling like sad and bad inside of myself, and I did wanted to reach to the company and talk to them, but unfortunately I tried to call them for the training to discuss and they refused to answer the phone. I have been trying to reach them several times, but they never answer the phone, which give me this very strange feeling of a fraud. And anyway, said that I did feel really bad. I talked with a friend of mine, Latino, and I asked him, you know what, like I even wake up with the thinking maybe I should reverse this money back. I'm gonna use the training for my YouTube channel. I was honestly feeling sad about this. um and so because I was feeling so sad and I couldn't like understand this behavior, it's very odd. Like you still had time until the end of the month, and I mean, you could have paid partially or whatnot, but I don't understand why not finish the project. I put so much effort into that, right? So I was feeling so bad, and last night I sent them this email. Honestly, like, as with all these doubts that was happening inside of me, um, and obviously they copy the slide. There is no other explanation why you spend 5 hours on those slides. Obviously, you didn't read them for 5 hours. This is impossible. I'm gonna see how long it's gonna take to record 100 slides, but I think will be approximately 1 hour and 40 minutes, more or less. But so said that also the company did not correct or do anything. They could just or copy it or put a notes on it, right? So I sent this email last night, again feeling like super uncomfortable and sad, and like I really didn't expect all that from this company. I was like, where is this coming from? Like I put so much into that. And I sent this email, dear team, I do understand that you copied the slides, but I am a bit surprised that you paid me and you didn't request me to finish the project. I understand that you could read yourself my own research without mentioning my name, which is probably what they are aiming for. I don't understand this. I never had anyone behaving like that around me. I am in shock. I don't know what is that. I don't understand where is this coming from, and I am repeating. I was feeling so bad about it. As you paid me, even if it was the minimum, and I did agree to do this for this money, I don't understand why don't want the project to be finished. It's just like to avoid any further. I like to avoid any problems uh, and conflicts. So I like to confirm that you simply don't need me to make the video. Is that correct? I So it's very strange how these people behave. If they paid me, it's normal for me to finish the video, right? Please confirm. I like to let you know that I will publish the training myself on YouTube, obviously removing your company name. As it was mentioned, for the privacy, I'm not gonna share what the requirements were or what is the client or anything like this. I am still keeping the privacy that I sign, but I am still asking the company if they want me to create the video. By the way, the video that is gonna be on YouTube is gonna be slightly different from what they are having, although I didn't have to make any differences. Um, and then here is the company sending me an email this morning at 6:30. So if you guys in extremely like bad condition, there is hurricane that is destroying everything, how do you have internet and you have so much free time to send me this type of emails is my request. So once again, There is something fishy about the behavior of this company. And there is the email from the company. Thank you for your message. I'd like to clarify we had not copied it or misused the slides, and we do not plan to use them. Well, you don't plan to copy, you need to copy one time. So I am aware of this misuse. I allow you to use them, so there is nothing wrong with you using the slide. We said the project is on hold to circumstances beyond our control. At this time, we have no need to proceed further with us. Our client is tending to more immediate matters. Very strange behavior. We carefully select professional vendors who align with our values, mission, and ethical standard. Unfortunately, your recent conduct does not reflect the professionalism and collaboration we expect from our partners. I am not your partner, guys. I signed a contract as a freelancer to create one project. If I'm a partner, is completely different, but I am not. So this again is not very honest. I don't understand why these people are pretending that we're partners now when I just sign a contract to do this simple one project one time in lifetime. As such, if the project reassumes, we will proceed with another vendors whose brand and behavior better align with ethics, quality, reputation, and the foundational to our business and our profession. I must also express surprise and the intention to release the training on YouTube for free, especially after asserting that it has already taken over 60 hours and worth over $5,000. I know this training is worth more than $5,000 as a matter of the fact. And despite that, I am gonna release it on YouTube and you're gonna stay tuned. Miss, I know you're watching me. I would like you to enjoy the amazing training that I create because I know it's great and because I know you're not gonna find another person who is gonna do exactly the same job for $600. While we appreciate your offer to share this content, we have to use it. We don't know one associated with. I wish you all the best. And basically, this company kind of insulted me of being unprofessional, and here is how I responded. And and now I'm gonna read you this comment on that I received on my Facebook. So I understand that you guys watching me from Argentum. I like to let you know that no disclosure agreement is related to the training and to our contractual agreement to your clients and whatnot. What I'm sharing right now is my personal impression interacting with you, has nothing to do with the contract that I signed and what you write on my social media. This is out of it. You're free to advise a lawyer if you like to feel comfortable. So, and here is what I sent to Argentum this morning. Thank you for the clarification. There is nothing unprofessional in my behavior. Please avoid trying to gaslight me. This is form of abuse and I'm not going to allow you to proceed. The cost of personalized video training for 1 hour results to start with $5,000. You're free to search it online if you don't believe me. I did agree to do it not for the money, but for other reasons. My awareness of the true cost of this job doesn't make me not professional. Please avoid insulting and gaslighting me. It is utmost unprofessional and disrespectful trying to break contractual agreement after half of the time has passed. It's not professional to manipulate me with stories about country, hurricane. There has been hurricane way before you contacted me. If you really had a contract with the county for training, you're still going to be paid the full amount even in the middle of the contract they say or decide to hold it. This is the truth. I have seen how much government pay for those training and it is most unprofessional and disrespectful to be dishonest, misleading me about the value of the job. I'm grateful for you to clarify that you don't need the video. but please try to avoid to pin on me Europe most unprofessional, disrespectful, and cunning behavior. I have been kind, professional, and honest with you. Not being ready to allow you to take advantage of me isn't making me unprofessional. If you needed a volunteer, you should have stated this in the beginning, and there is nothing wrong if you want something for free. I'm not upset with you. I work with volunteer. I volunteer myself in some organizations that prevent abuse, as exactly the abusive comments that you're typing under this video right now. This called verbal abuse, by the way, what are you doing right now? And this is not something very appropriate in in a civil, coming from civilized people, if I could say that. I do feel very uncomfortable by the slander you email me. Please cease and desist, send to myself or divulge to third party any slander, defamatory information about my professionalism. If you and your team doesn't chase and desist divulging defamatory comments about me being unprofessional, I will share publicly how you do business and allow others to conclude who is unprofessional. I have absolutely no interest in further collaboration, talking, meeting, or whatsoever. Please send me the 1099 of the payment. If you don't do it, I will do and claim it directly with the irs.gov. Please avoid sending me offensive, abusive, and putting me down or insulting me emails. And I'm gonna read exactly what this company write on my company website. I have not read it. It's gonna be my first time. Uh, here we go, guys. We hired Ioana for 1 hour video training session on cultural sensitivity in translation and interpreting. After some negotiation, we accepted her request for higher rate, 62.5% above our offer, extended the project to 10 hours. I don't know what they mean that they extended the project, but I'm going to clarify for you guys because it seems that these guys are confused. So I said that for me to do the training, I will put at least 10 hours and I'm requesting $650 for this 10 hours that I'm not going to interpret, but I'm going to do this project. Despite this, we worked with our client to meet her terms and confirm the project on September 25th with the deadline October 30th. However, just 2 days later, our company, okay, so this is not true. The company keep me working. I worked from September 25th until October 10th. October 10th, I had the first more or less idea of how of the slides and whatnot. So, and I work Saturday and Sundays. So if I'm gonna check my calendar, I'm gonna tell you exactly how many days were passed from the moment that I signed the contract. Exactly 2 weeks, 16 days on which I worked. I worked really hard to create that. And yes, I put more than 50 hours to create that, and I'm still working on this project because I want to finish it. However, just few days later, 15 or 16 days is not few days later, this is exactly half of the time by which actually I created 90% of the research, I created the slides and whatnot. A small family business based in North Carolina was severely impacted by hurricane. Well, by the fact that this company is still functioning, they find time to send me an email, insult me and whatnot. I don't think nothing has been impacted. Looking on Google, the office is there. So this not there is hurricane, it's not actually in this zone, there is no hurricanes, there is a water floods, if we have to be honest, because I checked, which caused catastrophic damage to our community and flooded since 1916 in this area. With power, water, and internet disrupted, this is not true. You have been sending me emails and harassing me any minute and any hour. Your internet is working, your power is working, and everything seems to be working, at least at your office. We force it to close and we focus on recovery efforts. I don't know who is we, but I'm reading what this person is saying. At least 200 people pass it away, and we are still working on finding missing loving ones today. A quick search suffices to know that this is the real situation. This has nothing to do with the contract and with the work that I put in this project. My condolences if you guys going through this. But I ask you 1/20th of the value of this job. Like, why this have to be my problem after I put 60 hours working for you? On October 9th, 21 days before the deadline, actually, this is not true. Uh, the project is 4 weeks. 2 weeks exactly passed at the time. Our client asked to put the project on hold. They have their resources to emergency relief. I'm so sorry, guys. I have nothing to do with your clients. I signed a contract as a freelancer to create one video. This is not this incredibly huge amount for any state or for any county. And obviously, if you guys work in the county and you ever bid for the county, you should know that the county cannot simply take money that are legally assigned for one project and put them somewhere else. They are money cushions that are created particularly for this type of disasters, especially in the areas where they have floods. You cannot simply stop interpreting or translating in the hospitals because there is a flood. By law, this is very conflictuous information, but I'm still gonna keep reading what this lady is saying. Uh, we informed Todorova and offered her to half of the payment of the project immediately. Well, there was no clarification. The payment will be immediate, first of all. Second of all, with the reminder to be paid once the project reassumed. Well, I had a contract that requested me to do service in 4 weeks, and I organized my entire schedule for the month of October to be able to conclude this project. And I'm so sorry, I cannot put my expenses on hold for you guys. I'm apologizing. At this point, she had submitted the slides for review. What followed was unexpected from Todorova. She said she has already worked 60 hours on the project, despite that only 88 business hours have passed. Well, in 16 days, there is 88 hours of business. And yes, I work 60 hours on this project because I work on the weekends. And as I stated, I organize my time. I work at night too to finish this project by 20th of this month. Okay, that was my goal. So, and I have other things to do after the 20th, because of which I can't dedicate my time to this research, and I wanted to finish it. Let's continue. I and stated she has searched how much she should charge for 1 hour personalized training online. It suggests more than $5,000. Yes, I searched this. If you search it, you would see how much this cost. And she stated that she agreed to do the job for 1/10 of the value, and that we are trying to get advantage. This is exactly what I think. There is nothing strange in this. She couldn't afford to be half paid, and that if we refused to pay her, she was going to be obliged to go to court. Yes, if somebody stayed a contract and they suddenly make something different, uh, there is no, we did not discuss this opportunity. If you work for county and you know that suddenly this is possible, you should discuss with me and ask me if I'm still willing to take part of this project, knowingly that you can suddenly change your mind, pause it, postpone it and whatnot, because the matter of the fact is I'm apologizing. I'm not a free toy. I can't organize my schedule around your schedule, around the pausing or starting or anything that is happening in your lives, guys. If I commit to the contract, I organize my month based on this contract. And unfortunately, I cannot change this for you. I cannot click with a hand and switch all other companies around you because you suddenly had a situation. I'm so sorry, guys. While we are drafting a replay on the work that we fully intended to honor our agreement that our goals to resolve the matter. Honestly, if you guys wanted to resolve amicably, you should have called me. Your phone lines are working, if your internet is working, you have a mobile phone, and if really had an emergency of this situation, you should have called me. I called, but there was no response. I don't know how they wanted to solve this. And if you did wanted to solve this, why you keep being so insultive and hostile with me? I just don't understand. By coming out of pack to cover her rate, she had already sent another email which said, I will publish, and I am allowed as an author to publish this video online. Because the matter of the fact is that I'm the author of this video. Yes, I'm not gonna use this company logo or anything like that, but I created this training, so I don't see the problem. Which is my true intent. I am going to publish this video. There is nothing wrong with me creating this training. It's a beautiful training and I'm going to do it. I will publish this training on YouTube for free. As this is my concern, I don't have any guarantee that you don't just copy my job and now you come up with this story. So if they knew 2 days after we conclude the contract that the county stopped the project, why didn't you guys let me know? Why you keep me working for another 2 weeks? Because you know it's not taking 10 hours to create 1 hour of a video. We both know it takes way more work behind 1 hour of a video. Why didn't you just tell me? Why didn't you just call me? I don't understand. I am stunned here. I think they copy it. This is my belief. I will publish the entire training for free and I will share you are putting the project on hold. The truth is that you may be copied, and I'm sure you copied the slide this morning, took pictures of it, and maybe you are trying to get out of the agreement without paying me. I will leave your company slides to everyone so we'll know what you do. I believe that this is a fair response to your behavior. Obviously, I don't want to fight for money. Obviously, you should respect the contract, but it's also obvious that human greediness and dishonesty has no limits. Uh, we calmly know there was no reminder. We calmly reminded Todorova that there is an NDA. Yes, of course I know, but now that you're disclosing this everywhere possible, you put it on my company website. I'm a bit confused. What is the problem that this company has right now? We say that all materials featuring our company's logo are our intellectual property. Of course, they are. And I don't need to use your logo to share my story, as you can see. We assure her that we honor the original agreement. Uh, we pay the invoice in full. We never refused to pay her. Yet her approach was combative and unnecessarily escalated. There was nothing combative in having clear communication, guys. I believe that it's very unprofessional if somebody simply write you asking you to pay you half, knowing that this job does not take 10 hours because they created one video on YouTube about 1 hour and 45 minutes. We all know it doesn't take 10 hours to create a video like that. But I don't know. I think what I'm realizing, the people that are not healthy and have triggers, they read in other people's behaviors something that isn't happening. In this case, I don't know where they decide that I have problems. I don't have any problems. The last days we have struggling with loss of power, water, internet services. I don't believe this. I have seen constantly this company for 5 hours plug it online into the slides. So it seems like your connection was extremely stable, at least for these 5 hours that you spend on the slides. So I don't believe this. But hey, you're free to say what you like. FEMA disaster assistance funds we receive will probably not cover the full rate we had to pay her for services we did not receive from her. Well, I did create the training on your slides. You had the slides. You said that you don't need it. It's not my fault, guys. This is on you. This is your behavior. You decide to do this, and I'm so sorry you didn't want the training. It's my, I mean, I did feel bad about it because I wanted to share it, but I can't force you to take it, and I can't force you to receive this. If you're not interested, there isn't much I can do. While we understand her concerns about potentially not receiving the payment, no, my concerns were not about the payment, my concerns about being dishonest. Uh, and this is unpleasant, this very unpleasant approach, especially after I've been working for this. I've been organizing my schedule for you guys to create this training. It's just very unpleasant to interact with people who suddenly change their mind, or after they spend 5 hours doing something on those slides which was not reading them. uh, it's just unpleasant. It has nothing to do with me being concerned being paid, because I know if I go to court and I file this, I'm gonna be paid. Yes, it's not gonna be pleasant. Yes, it's not gonna be fun. Yes, I don't want to waste my time with suing you, but I can. So her insensitive approach and lack of flexibility. Well, do you think that my rent is free? Do you think my landlord will be flexible when I tell him that you had an emergency and you decide not to pay me? Or you think my landlord will kick me out? How do you think I function? Do you think that I come from the moon? Who is paying my bills, in your opinion? You think there is somebody to supply me and I live off of oxygen purely? And along with aggressiveness and unprofessionalism, I don't know where is this aggressiveness coming from. I'm just sharing openly that I'm gonna share the training on YouTube. There has not been nothing aggressive. I've been just utmost honest, truthful, and authentic, and keeping to the contract basically. She handled it herself with doing this delicate situation did not go unnoticed. She displays no empathy or willingness to accommodate my delays caused by the force event. Honestly, guys, what is very confusing about this company is the fact that if you really struggle financially, where did you find this money immediately within a minute after you decide to cancel the contract? I know what this is not to have money. And the moment that I signed the contract with you, I had exactly $20 in my bank account, and I spent my last $200 to sue TransPerfect for payment. So it doesn't matter what I say or if I'm upset in your opinion or angry. If you didn't have money to pay me, where did you find them in seconds? After you saw my slides, like, where this money come from? Didn't you say you're in disaster? I am in extreme shock. I was in extreme shock last night. Her insistence, I have never asked for payment. As you could see my emails, everything was by email, by the way, the lucky thing. I did not ask for money. I stated that if I'm not paid, I can go to court and I can publish this on YouTube, period. I did not ask for any payment. I at all did not mention money with this company. Her insistence on immediate full payment and her refusal to entertain a fair and responsible compromise was particularly disheartening. I don't know what this means. I'm apologizing, guys. You can read this nasty comment on my company website. I don't understand the word, but first of all, I did not talk about immediate payment. I talk about the training, about the deadline. I offered to conclude the training, which was refused. And for my surprise, the company keep pinning me with emails asking me for my payment method, which is very shocking because now they're sending me these insults. Well, they stopped the contract when 99% of it was done, so I believe full payment is due. They see this website, they can read these slides alone, and they do not have to pay me a voiceover copyright, because now I guess this company discovered that if they use my voice, they have to pay for it, because I can sue them for using my voice without my personal rights, correct? Because people sell their voices in radios and so on, in advertisement and so on. So I'm guessing the company discovered that they can't simply use my voice if I don't sign agreement for it. I mean, the truth is I sign agreement for the slides, but I did not sign agreement for my voice. And they also did not offer to pay for this, no? Instead of collaborating with us to find a solution, she chose to threaten legal action. Having a clear communication doesn't mean I'm threatening you. I just stated that if the contract is not respected, I will have no choice but go to court. There is nothing threatening about this. This is a civil, normal communication. Of course, I don't want to waste time threatening anybody for $600. I mean, this sounds a little bit not adequate in my opinion, even this comment, but and make accusation of dishonesty. I believe that once we sign a contract with someone and someone organizes their schedule to fulfill a certain services for us, there is no such a thing of being offended if we suddenly decide, after we receive 90% of the job done, we decide to change our mind and we don't want to pay the price, and then we don't want the full service. Well, there is a contract that I have to respect and you guys have to respect. So I don't understand this hostility and this negativity coming from me and all these negative comments that I am reading here. Those actions are disproportionate but demonstrated a troubling lack of professionalism. I think who demonstrate lack of professionalism is this company, because before they contacted me, they knew how much money I asked for. And in fact, I think I made an error. I should ask for the money in advance to avoid anything like this, because honestly, I trusted them blindly. I never in 20 years, I live in 10 countries in my life, I have never ever had anything like this happen, ever. No, thank you, Language Bridge. The matter of the fact is that not only they did this, they give me this money, but now they're bullying me. They're sending me email and harassing me and saying me that decently during the time of crisis, you're like some kind of a monster. We continuing to read their comment. Furthermore, her threats to publish our proprietary training materials online in direct violation of the non-disclosure agreement she signed. Well, the company informed me themselves that I can use this training myself for my other purposes. So there is zero materials that this company provided to me except what they want, a name of training. I create the entire training myself. I have not disclosed, neither I will disclose any of the information that they write about their requirements. So The non-disclosure agreement has nothing to do with me working so hard on something and willing to publish it. And I believe this company is so strongly pressuring me and sending me all these denigratory comments to make me not publish that. But this serious concern about her ethics and respect for contractual obligations. I have not violated anything, so I don't see where is this coming from. Given our experience, we cannot recommend working with Ms. Todorova. She lacks sensitivity, professionalism, unwillingness to navigate unforeseen crises in collaborative manner were alarming. I'm so sorry, guys. I am not the county. I am just a freelancer who agreed to create a training for you for 1 hour. Video training, 100 slides, and whatnot. I cannot tell you how many hours I had to read 4 protocols: California Standards of Interpreter, National Standards Code of Ethics, National Standards and Protocol for the Interpreters, and Code of Ethics for Interpreters and Translators. If we put these 4 practices together, it's equal to 500 pages. Do you think that reading those and choosing the portions that are related to cultural clarification and aligning the most challenging moments that interpreters experience while doing their job because of lack of cultural awareness is a job that you can do in 10 hours? Just the code of ethics. What about taking interviews from people that are born in America? Creating the questionnaire, 25 questions. Do you think this is coming from the sky, some direction connection with the cosmos? There is no time needed to create that. What about calling these people and asking them those questions and writing down the responses? What about typing this on slides and structuring it properly? Do you think this is not taking time? In the field where trust communication and mutual respect is essential, conduct herself far short of what we expected from professionalism. Proceed with caution if you considered her services. Here, this is it, guys. And thank you so much, Lion Bridge. I appreciate you being here. I'm gonna go ahead and check all these denigratory comments from Michael Escobedo. Write some denigratory comments. I'm not gonna read them, but I'm gonna use them and I'm gonna print them. Little Leaf also writes some nasty stuff. Iker Pekede as well. Then a lot of denigratory from Mason. A lot of nasty comments here. I could see it, guys, but I'm not gonna read it because you don't deserve my attention. About 20. Then Tyler Herman. You see, like, I believe in Latin culture, to insult women probably is part of I think this is just showing me how lucky I am that I don't have to interact with this company every day, because I don't think this is adequate. I don't think professional, mentally stable, or healthy individuals will send this type of comments while I'm sharing my experience. This is the comment of this company on my page. I did not say anything denigratory or offensive in response. I simply let it be. It's just where I don't know. Then Max Kennedy, another friend of this company, seems that copied the same denigratory comment and reposted. Again, Mason Max Kennedy keeps sending those very strange comments. And then Language Bridge. Yes, Language Bridge. That was a contract to create a training that that went ahead and write those denigratory comments. Then Walter Gerfield write another denigratory comments. And then Lucas Godoy also keep writing this, although nobody asked for their opinion. Well, said that, guys, you can work with this company if you want to. This was my experience. I personally don't want to interact with them any further. You can read this comment under my company website if you like to. And I am excited to share the trainings with you, despite how molesting and harassing and denigratory these people are with me right now. I am going to share this um, training on YouTube soon, so stay tuned. Thank you guys for being here and have an amazing day. Bye bye.